When a taxpayer gets a letter from the IRS, they don't go online to learn general tax theory. They go straight to the search bar and type in the exact terrifying notice code printed in the top right corner of that paper. If your marketing strategy relies on broad videos explaining deductions or entity structures, you are missing the people who actually need immediate help. General tax advice doesn't convert someone actively panicking over a specific penalty. To capture that high-intent traffic, you need to replace random content creation with a structured IRS notice content engine. This system takes the unpredictable chaos of writing marketing copy and turns it into a predictable assembly line. You only need 3 tools to build it. First, a blank spreadsheet to house your database. Second, an AI assistant like Notebook LM to process the data. And third, a master prompt framework to guide the output. By organizing your expertise this way, you translate a client's specific, IRS-induced anxiety into a targeted answer. That is the exact mechanism that turns a frantic viewer into a booked consultation. Step 1 is building your database. Open a new spreadsheet. We have to categorize the massive library of IRS notices so the system understands exactly what kind of problem it's solving. This graphic shows the 5 strict categories you will use for every single notice: individual, business, collection, audit and exam, and identity. There is one strict priority rule here. If the primary purpose of the letter is to demand payment or warn of a levy, it belongs in the collection bucket, even if the underlying tax is from a business or an individual return. Forcing this strict categorization up front keeps your database from turning into a disorganized mess. It allows you to target specific taxpayer pain points with precision. Let's test the database using a high-volume example, the CP2000 Underreported Income Notice. This layout shows the 5 specific data elements you must populate. Your spreadsheet needs columns for notice identity, the trigger, the deadline, the resolution strategy, and the content outputs. First, enter the baseline facts. For identity, log the CP2000 code and its audit and exam category. For the trigger, state exactly why the IRS sent it, usually because a third-party form, like a W-2 or 1099, doesn't match the filed return. The resolution column is where you outline your exact workflow. For the CP2000, Step 1 is pulling all W-2s and 1099s. Step 2 is comparing them to the return. Step 3 is identifying specific points of disagreement. You must supply this exact resolution strategy yourself. Allowing an AI to guess or hallucinate tax advice is a massive liability to your practice. The AI is there to write, not to practice tax law. Feeding your spreadsheet with this structured, expert-verified data ensures that the marketing material generated downstream is both compliant and factually accurate. Now that your row is built, open your digital workspace and bring that completed CP2000 data into Notebook LM. To process the data, you need a master prompt. This text command instructs the AI to adopt the specific persona of a calm, authoritative CPA focused on tax resolution. Copy that master prompt and paste it directly into the AI interface alongside the structured CP2000 data you just wrote. The prompt commands the system to take that single row of data and generate 4 distinct marketing assets: a 5-minute YouTube script, a 60-second short-form script, an educational LinkedIn post, and a plain English client FAQ. Extract those generated text files and paste them back into the empty outputs columns of your spreadsheet. Your CP2000 row is now fully loaded and ready to publish. What used to take an hour of staring at a blank screen and brainstorming content has been compressed into seconds of execution. You just transformed a single, intimidating tax letter into a complete, multi-platform educational campaign. The true power of this system reveals itself when you scale it. That single processed notice becomes the blueprint to cover dozens of high-priority letters. Your next step is to expand your database. Take this framework and build out rows for your top 12 highest-impact notices. Start with the letters that cause the most immediate panic. Build out the CP14 for first balances due, the CP504 for state refund levies, and the LT11 for final notices of intent to levy. Consistently executing this automated pipeline changes how clients find you. You stop being a reactive generalist competing on price and become the proactive, recognized authority holding the